The ebb and flow of a region's economy, like the waters of the Red and Washita rivers, can at times swell with prosperity or recede like the outgoing tides, leaving some high and dry.
I would have to say it was one of the scariest things that I've been through as a mother and a wife.
Tracy Lopez and her husband both lost their jobs at the same time, leaving her wondering how they would cope.
Several worries went through my head. It's just, how am I going to provide for my children?
During the worst recession since the Great Depression, millions of Americans lost their jobs. But unlike the rest of the nation, North Louisiana fared much better, with unemployment well below the national rate.
We've spent a lot of time over the last 30 years as a group of communities and leadership working to have a more diverse economy. We've tried to create more opportunities in more kinds of industries, and I think we also are one of the most cost-competitive areas of the country.
North Louisiana Economic Partnership attracts and recruits prospective companies to the 14-parish region of North Louisiana. NLEP also helps existing businesses to expand. Its mission, job creation and capital investment.
Dr. Reddy's Laboratories of Louisiana, may I help you?
In 2008, NLEP and its partners assisted Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, headquartered in India, with locating its first pharmaceutical manufacturing facility in North America. Dr. Reddy's purchased the former BASF facilities in Shreveport, creating 165 new jobs.
There's a fairly long history of pharmaceutical manufacturing in North Louisiana, so the experience and expertise already resided here. In addition to that, the incentives that were put forth both at the state and local level were highly competitive.
Currently the 10th largest generic drug manufacturer in the U.S., Dr. Reddy's Laboratories is expanding the product lines manufactured in Shreveport.
Based on the skills and abilities they have here, that we are able to be cost competitive in terms of the manufacturing, even with some of the facilities they have back in India. It demonstrates to other companies that would be considering the value that we found in this area, and not just that we chose to locate here, but that we've chosen to continue to expand here.
Dr. Reddy's Laboratories plans to hire 73 additional employees. One of those new hires is Tracy Lopez.
Hi, Tracy, how are you?
Who started her new job with Dr. Reddy's a day after she was laid off.
Once I had this offer, my husband and I just both said how blessed we are to be able to stay here with our family in Shreveport, and be so blessed to be able to just move from one company to the other without feeling the severe impact of unemployment.
Good jobs are even harder to come by in small towns like Minden, Louisiana. With its cobblestone streets and quaint downtown, Minden is a place Mahala Hutto calls home. But after being downsized from her job, Mahala feared she would have to leave her hometown.
I was at that point, when you've been off work for 10 months, you start getting scared.
Mahala eventually landed a position with the new company, Patriot Proppant. It's located in the South Webster Industrial District Park. The startup venture will manufacture resin-coated sand, which will be marketed to oil and gas operators in the Haynesville Shale.
To find a good job with a good company in your hometown is a blessing.
First of all, it's just generated a lot of excitement because their investment in our parish is going to be the largest capital expenditure or capital outlay of any entity that's ever taken place in the south part of Webster Parish.
Put the day tanks in and the chillers up there.
Company president Jason Rankin says they chose Minden and South Webster Parish to build their global headquarters because the site met all their requirements and because of the ease of working with state and local leaders. He also credits NLEP's assistance in simplifying the site selection process.
It was very refreshing to know that there was somebody on my side that knows the clientele, knows the market, knows the industry, knows the towns, and it was very helpful in making that decision.
It's a game of elimination. They're trying, particularly if they're working with a consultant, their job is to narrow the list, not keep the list long. So we want to be in that mix till the very end and be the choice.
Monroe, Louisiana has been the choice for recent wins and expansions. Monroe Mayor Jamie Mayo points to the expansions at CenturyLink, Gardner Denver Thomas, and Chase, and the recruitment of the CPSI call center and V-Vehicle.
All of these different wins for our community is going to impact our community in a huge way. And of course, it would not have happened if it had not been for everybody working together, and that's been very, very positive. We feel that we have the formula together now to move forward.
Mayo believes that winning formula includes NLEP.
Partnering now with the North Louisiana Economic Partnership will make a huge difference, I feel, because not only do we have Northeast Louisiana, but we'll also have Northwest Louisiana.
If you're involved in economic development for any length of time, you begin to realize that a regional approach is much better.
Better not only for our communities and families, but also for our future.
I'm a mom right now of twin boys that turned 5 today, and all the thoughts that ran through my head this morning as I woke up was, hoping that my children just turn into good individuals and wanting to keep them from growing up and leaving.
When we invest in economic development, it comes back to them 100%.
They may never know who we are, but we're glad to know that they have better lives because of what we're doing.
Oh, I love you.